Art collector Shalini Passi, a friend of legendary fashion designer Rohit Bal, condoled his death and praised his embroidery works over the years, saying that they should be preserved in a museum.
Shalini, you've been a fashion collector. You've lived in Delhi for a very, very long time. Your memories, how do you remember Rohit Bal today?
Should I come on FaceTime or?
Yes, go on, Shalini. Go on, please.
Yeah. So, I'm deeply saddened.
Yeah.
I'm deeply saddened because Rohit had just had the most incredible show just now with FTCI. And I think I was even that day I felt a pinch in my heart because I thought it was his swan song. And Rohit to me he was the most creative and the most amazingly, golden-hearted human being. And I felt that I think the fashion industry has really lost someone who had, perfected the art of embroidery, cuts, and even as personality was just larger than life. He gave so much love to everybody. And I remember, he messaged me saying that, you were amazing. Now the whole world knows that you're such an incredible person and that you're a beautiful human being you are and you look beautiful. And then in the end he said, but please don't sing. So he was very, very dear to me, and it's a big loss to me as well as the entire fashion community. And I hope wherever he is, and we'll always remember him and hold him very, very dear in our hearts.
And tell me this, when it comes to films and theatre, a lot of it is all about Mumbai. But when it comes to fashion, Delhi remains the fashion capital. Being an art collector yourself, how would you link and look at Rohit Bal, his genius and his getting tradition and modern, fashion and fabric together?
Of course, his embroideries, have to be in a museum. They were just most beautiful, and he'd taken from the traditional craft, and his cuts were a mix of traditional and contemporary cuts. Each piece was a work of art. Each outfit, the dupatta, the inner lining, the fabrics and the velvet that he used were all just absolutely stunning. And each piece you could tell it's a Rohit Bal piece because each of his pieces had the entire thing of, they all had a piece. When coming to Bollywood, I think Vidya often said, to me at least, that he often felt that, he thought the Delhi women were beautiful and he just loved being in Delhi. And I think for him, also he always felt that this whole thing of giving clothes to influencers, he was never in favor of that. So sometimes he and I speak about that as well. So, so he was his own person, he never got swayed by what everybody else was doing.
And he may have been out of Kashmir, but you could never get Kashmir out of him. That was something, Shalini, it would always reflect through his work.
Of course. And I remember when he came first time to my home, and he was like, he said, I feel I'm in heaven, and I see you are an Apsara. So I remember those moments with him because he was he loved me. And not just me, he loved all our friends, whether it was Rohit, Rahul, Varun. He loved all of us, and he had so much love to give to everybody. And he was so generous with his, he asked, I walked for him in Beach House. And even we did a couple of shoots together, and what I saw of him was he was just amazing with everyone, and he just knew what was the people, what was and he just created the most beautiful, unique pieces.
Because all his friends are saying at 63 he's gone too soon. He was larger than life. He was flamboyant. Tell me more about the flair, his life, his style. How was he as a person? How was he as a friend?
He was, my called me up, and I'm in Bombay. I'm here for some Diwali celebrations, and I got quite a shock, so I'm just still in the hotel, not stepped out. My son called me up, and he, my son used to call him Mamu. So he told my son, you have to call me Mamu. So he was very giving, and he was larger than life, and he used to walk into my house. And he used to be like with open arms, and he would lavish us with gifts. He was really a very large-hearted, magnanimous person. There's so much that I've learned from him,
Shalini Passi, for
and
joining
also
me
he has
here.
this enthusiasm of a child, which we all definitely miss forever. They can never be anyone like him.